Whew. Okay. Everything said and everything is recording. Hey, what's happening, everyone? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian-Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of the Gaming News, where I run on the list of all the gaming news, facts, rumors, reviews, and everything coming out of the gaming industry this week. And this one of these times, I just want to sit back and talk to you guys about the influx of stuff coming from the public domain and what that means for video games. Because, of course, right as the year hit, we got a trailer for a Steamboat Willie video game. Oh my god, what can be said? Now, Steamboat Willie, as you guys know, has recently entered the public domain, and people can use his likeness for damn well anything. And I'm actually very happy that this is a thing, and I'm very excited because I do like myself a little bit of Steamboat Willie. I'm a man that loves himself Steamboat Willie, but what I don't think is that people are taking this shit seriously and more or less doing it as a dig at Disney. Like, I hate the fact that this is gonna be a horror game. Let me see what the game is called. Oh boy. Infestation, that's the game. Infestation. Oh my god. And it was dropped the minute that he hit the public domain. The thing dropped. The trailer for Infestation dropped, and I'm like, y'all did not need to do that so fucking quickly. And I think it is from a place where I feel that it isn't about, being creative with Steamboat Willie. I think it's more along the lines of they're doing it to take a dig at Disney, which is kind of not the point. Now, I'm not gonna say get fucking creative or take shots at Disney, because Disney has fucking deserved it over the past fucking years. Believe me, I know. I am a very happy person and a very fucking easy individual when it comes to thinking about things when it comes to the public domain. But what I think personally is that if you're gonna make a game, at least make it with a creative intent in mind. And not just because you can. You know what I mean? It's more along the lines of it bothers me that people are using the character just because now they can, instead of having a good idea of what they're doing with him. Like when Winnie the Pooh went into the public domain, the first thing they did was make a horror movie out of it, which bombed. But they did it because they wanted to do it. And there really wasn't too much creative juices running behind it. And I'm like, okay, this could have been good. I see, like, I seen Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, believe me, I've seen it. And I'm like, I see the vision they want to go with. But I don't see I don't see where they were going with it. I can see the vision of what they wanted to do, but I don't see, why or the how or how we got here. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the bad thing when it comes to stuff like, some of Disney's properties getting into the public domain. Like, the first thing you immediately do is butcher the fucking character. I'm like, I understand Mickey Mouse has never been, like, the most nicely put character or at all, but you don't need to, make him immediately horror based. There could have been a lot of things you could have done with Steamboat Willie other than a horror game. And that's a part of the thing I want to know too is like, why immediately horror? Why isn't that nothing else comes to mind? I actually did see something really cool. There was a shooter game based in like a Steamboat Willie type era that I actually thought was actually pretty cool. And it's a yep, here it is. Mickey Mouse stars in a brutal retro first person shooter. And I'm like, that? I'm like, hold on. I will personally show some of like the screenshot. And if this is, I'm like, this shit is creative because it was thought about. It was given thought, and it looks like there's a lot of things being put into it. And I'm like, okay, there's thought put into it. There's style into it. I'm like, this is something that, okay, yeah, it's gritty as fuck, but I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. Because it's actually pretty decent. I'm like, I think the game is called Mouse. Yeah, it's called Mouse. Yep, it's called Mouse. Give Steamboat Willie a Tommy gun. And I'm like, that's... Okay, I'm like... As I said before, I'm like, I don't think some of these things through when it comes to something like this. But I'm like, this is actually smart. I'm like, yeah, anyone can make a horror game out of, Steamboat Willie. But, like, make his render extremely horrifying and then put him into a world and have him chase the player. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But what I don't get is, like, why? But the whole mouse game, I enjoy. I want to see where they're going to go with this. And I would actually be looking after the game, and if I could get my hands on it, I would absolutely love to play it. And yeah, I like the whole thought about it and the whole premise of it. But it bothers me enough where I had to talk about it. Like, you do not need to literally just send him into a horror game because he was a fun, interactive character. But you want to know something? I'm going to reserve full judgment. And this is all my opinion. So please do not take this any out of context. I'm not taking a dig at the Infestation game. I'm hoping that it's actually pretty good. I really want to see like some creative design behind it. I want to see a creative story behind it. I would love to hear like good reviews about the game, and I will immediately go back on what I had to say here. If there's absolutely some creative good looks to Infestation, if I will absolutely play the game when it comes out, and I will give my full in-depth commentary on the game. I would absolutely love to see the game do well, and if it's as good, it better, and there's a lot more creative thought behind it than Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and that it's been thought about for a long time instead of doing it for the sake of let's ruin the image of Steamboat Willie immediately. I will absolutely take back what I said, and I will absolutely 100% give the game at the credit it deserves. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate it. If you guys want to see a little bit more, or you guys want to read about this a little more, the thought process came from an ABC article. I will link it down in the description down below, and you guys can go read it. So, I appreciate you guys, and thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and hope everyone has a beautiful day. If you guys have not yet, go down in the description down below. There's all of our lovely and beautiful content creators. Go check them all out. They're a lovely bunch of coconuts. I can guarantee you guys, if you guys like my stuff, you guys are going to like theirs, so go check them out. And without further ado, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace out, friendos.